Hello everyone, welcome back. I appreciate you so much, and thank you so much for returning. If you are a subscriber and if you are new to this channel, welcome. We are a community of people who get together, and I get to share the visions and dreams that the Lord pressed upon me to share with you. So if you are interested, please subscribe, and then that way you can receive a notification of when I have the next video, and you won't even have to worry about checking out my channel. It'll just pop right up in your notifications. So let's get started. Okay, so I see myself in this white robe, and it's the brightest, most beautiful white, almost a glow to it, warm, a good glow. And I'm looking down, and I'm in a seated position, and I'm like, this is so cool. I love this robe. And it's long sleeve and went all the way, down my legs. It's like, this is so cool. Then I get a look at where I am, and I was, seated in a seated position, and I'm sitting inside a golf cart. I'm like, this is so cool. I'm in a golf cart. So I look around in my environment, and it's a huge room, and it looks like a sound stage, or like where they make movies, between the actual where they're inside filming, but there's a part behind it, and there's a long gray like a concrete floor, and on the right side is a brick wall, and it goes up 20 feet maybe or something, and there's wires and lights hanging off this wall. And on the right side I see this huge door on rollers. It's a big metal door, but in this image you see a silver door, but actually it was painted green, that I saw, a nice like forest green. And there were steps, maybe 5 or 6, with a handrail going up to these metal doors. So I take my little golf cart, and I'm going around, and it's actually, the building is, I felt like it was a curve, so I was constantly in a curve, driving stance, like it was a big cylinder shape, going up. And it was every so often a set of stairs and a green door. And so I stopped at one of the green doors and walked right up to it and opened it. Inside I found like these towns, civilization, cities, I don't know what you want to call them, but there were people, and they were thriving and happy and getting along, and it just felt so good there. Like wow, I'm just wandering around, and I'm looking at people, and sometimes they would look at me, and sometimes they didn't. But it was cool. So I would leave that one and go out the metal door, get back in my little golf cart, and I would find another one, completely different. And same thing. Everybody's happy, and life is going on, and sometimes they would acknowledge me, and sometimes they wouldn't. But it was just so interesting, and I just kept going from door to door, finding these amazing little civilizations with people, and they were thriving and happy and living their lives, and each one was really different than the next. This last one, it was kind of jungly, outdoorsy. It looked like it was built into the trees. I remember that. I don't remember seeing the ground. And I'm up in the trees with them, and same thing, I'm just sort of observing, and I actually did get acknowledged in this one. I remember that, and I thought, oh, it's time for me to go, and I turned and left this civilization and went right back to the sliding door. And And I walked through it and went back down to my golf cart. And I'm sitting on the golf cart and I'm thinking, that was amazing. I knew in my dream that I was traveling, I was in heaven, and I was traveling through these different civilizations. I'm not sure if I was back on Earth or visiting other planets or if it was other parts of heaven. But I have to tell you, every one of them felt good, and the people felt prosperous and joyful. So maybe it was different parts of heaven. I don't know. But what a beautiful gift. It was like I got to travel the world, and I was just in these, it was like I was just behind these doors. So it was amazing to me. So I'll leave you with this. Jesus loves you, and so do I, and so do all your brothers and sisters of Christ. It's not easy living the lives that we live, and it was never promised that it would be easy. But we do need each other to fellowship and to grow as a community, to hold each other up, especially when we're feeling the weakest, and we can help that person when they're feeling the weakest, and give them the energy to keep going, because we need to keep fighting. Jesus is fighting for your salvation. He gave the ultimate sacrifice so he can see you in heaven and be with you in heaven. And all you have to do is believe in him and believe in what he did for you so long ago. Please keep fighting, because Jesus is fighting for you. Take care. God bless.